One of the biggest misconceptions today in pop psychology is that people often think narcissism is about confidence. It really isn't. Healthy confidence makes room for you. Narcissism only makes room for the narcissist. Hi, I'm Shahrzad Jalali, clinical psychologist, and here is what most people miss. The most damaging part of narcissism isn't really manipulation. It's what slowly happens inside of you as you get in a relationship with a narcissist. You stop trusting your own reality, and that's where the real damage begins. Now, everyone always wants a checklist. 7 signs of narcissistic behavior, 10 red flags of narcissism. But in reality, narcissism almost never walks into the room looking very dramatic. It feels confusing, actually. You leave the conversation thinking, why am I apologizing? Why do I suddenly feel guilty? Why do I feel smaller than I did an hour ago? Now, the real question isn't, are they a narcissist? The better question for you is, who am I becoming around this person? That question tells me much more clinically than the other one. Because people with significant narcissistic traits often don't just influence conversations, they influence your nervous system. And you start scanning for their mood before your own. You rehearse conversations before you have conversations with them. You over-explain simple decisions you make, and you celebrate tiny moments of kindness because you become emotionally dehydrated. One thing I notice over and over is that healthy relationships create more of you. Narcissistic dynamics slowly require less of you, less honesty, less disagreement, less spontaneity, less personality, until you're managing somebody else's emotional weather more than you're living your own life. Another pattern people rarely notice is this. You stop bringing problems to them, not because you've necessarily solved them, but because you've learned your pain will somehow end up becoming theirs. Your sadness becomes their inconvenience. Your success becomes their competition. And your boundary setting becomes your selfishness. After enough repetitions, you stop reaching. That's not compatibility, that's conditioning. People often ask me, why didn't I leave? Because the relationship rarely begins with control. It begins with possibility. Most narcissistic dynamics don't hook people through fear. They hook people through hope. Hope that this version, the loving version, the attentive version, is the real one. And every time it briefly returns, your brain rests the clock. That's one reason these relationships become so psychologically confusing. If you're wondering whether someone has narcissistic personality disorder, remember, only a qualified mental health professional can make that diagnosis after a comprehensive evaluation, so not by you reporting their symptoms. Many people display narcissistic traits. Actually, almost all of us do, without meeting criteria for the actual disorder. But regardless of the label, pay attention to patterns, because patterns shape lives. And here's the question I want to leave you with. After spending time with this person, do you feel more like yourself or less? Sometimes that's the clearest answer you'll ever get.